of our energy field. I invite you to take a deep breath in, opening your field to releasing anything that is not serving your highest good. You might feel guided to place your hand in your heart and to ask for confirmations, for support, for revelations. Beautiful. I'm seeing the number 33 or 333. Number 3 is important. Number 3. They're showing me the 3 of Pentacles. And when we're dealing with this energy, this is about building. This is about receiving help. This is about honoring spiritual commitments. This is about putting the efforts and grounding with consistency, with honesty, our dreams, our desires. This is really about embodying the changes we desire to create, to manifest, okay? There is I see paperwork. There's something about paperwork being important, so communication is coming in. I see someone reviewing the paperwork, okay? So expect communication. This is going to be positive. Some of you will be experiencing breakthroughs, okay? Pay attention to details. What else? So I'm hearing from 3 to 4. So and then I'm seeing a horse. So there's movement forward, okay? And from 3 to 4, number 4 meaning grounding with the strong foundations, okay? Number 4, I'm seeing the square, I'm seeing Saturn, so divine timing, structured systems. Yeah, there is an energy of healing the masculine, and there's also they're showing me the number 3 again, but then there is the inner child, the masculine and the feminine working together and collaborating to create something. So there's a sense of renewal, faith, inspiration, and yeah, consolidating changes. Oh wow, I hear that very clearly. Okay, so opportunities for growth, for expansion. Some of you will be relocating, some of you will be traveling, expanding. There is expansion. I see Jupiter, expect the unexpected. It's important to stay practical, to stay very receptive, to go with the flow, to go what is needed, to move the pieces. I'm here moving the pieces, so there's like a chest. So it's important to like just go with it, go with the things, all right? And trusting that there is a divine plan, that there is divine protection. Communication is key. Clear, grounded communication. Clear, vulnerable communication. Communication is key. They're showing me just symbol of Mercury, okay? Mercury. Yeah, this is about communicating, clear, paying attention. I'm hearing giving and receiving, right? There's a conversation. They show me again paperwork, communication. I'm seeing money for some of you. Money is coming in. There's something about illness, and some of you moving away from density, healing from illnesses. Okay, I'm seeing number 8, Pluto. I'm seeing the 8 of Spades. This is about releasing suppressed pain, hurt, sorrow from the body, and there's a lot healing. I'm seeing green, so the energy of Archangel Raphael. There's a lot of healing. It's beautiful. Healthy eating. The energy and frequency of self-worth, self-love. Okay. Now they're taking me to the heart chakra. There's an expansion, there's growth, there's new space. There's being a lot of releasing of the sorrow. Trap pain being released. Trap pain has been released for some of you, and there's a new space, and so there's a lot of clearing happening within the chakra. And that's going to trigger lots of clarity, okay? having the capacity to see, to process things with more ease. I'm seeing the Joker, unexpected changes. It's gonna be positive. Just trust the process, okay? I'm also hearing releasing the need to control and overcoming the need to know. And there's a sense of I'm surrendering, like a white flag, and I'm like, I'm surrendering. So there's a sense of surrendering and having deep spiritual understanding when it comes to cycles and things that we cannot control, okay? Um, I'm hearing aligning values, or values align, and taking action from clear aligned values, okay? There's a lot of intensity when it comes to the heart chakra. There's blossoming. There's a blossoming when it comes to the heart chakra, okay? Building the Three of Pentacles again, okay? I see the Ace of Swords. So clarity, breakthroughs, the divine is pouring upon the crown chakra. There's a clearing, there's a removal. I see the ocean removing unconscious blockages, okay? Mm-hmm. Pay attention to your health, healthy habits. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. That was a lot of channeling. Okay, cool. Moving forward. I'm gonna wear my glasses. Thank you guys for being here. Please, ancestors, messages with these beautiful souls. Okay, well, here comes the Ace of Diamonds with money coming in, embracing the new. We have a wedding ring, the spark of life. There's an activation of the masculine. There are new ideas coming in, like I said. This is the resetting the nervous systems. A letter, documents are coming, communication, okay? Good news and positive outcomes. And yeah, there is material, your material needs are going to be taken care, okay? Then we have the Queen of Diamonds here. She is someone who is psychic, is sexy, is good looking. And now I know that when we're talking about beauty, it's very subjective, but the Queen of Diamonds, someone very magnetic, very attractive, someone who is have positive energy, is healing energy, is loving and caring. She likes to build, she transform, fiery. This is also, these two energies combined, it speaks of new ideas, businesses, starting the new, solidification of ideas and grounding things, okay? So very positive energy. This is just confirming what I just channeled. Yeah, resources are coming in, okay? Let's see. Now we have the Jade of Heart. And this speaks of it can be a male figure. This is a fair person, it's a loving person. Love messages. It speaks of the energy of this person being very healing, okay? This person is very artistic, very creative, okay? This is also about a child or children. So how I'm feeling this, because there's different people listening. Some of you are coming into union within you, right? There's a reconciliation happening within your feminine and your masculine, clearly. And this is triggering the manifestation of all the new, okay? For some of you, you're coming into union with a person, and this is divinely guided, and this is meant to manifest lust of wealth, prosperity, abundance. There's reciprocity when it comes to romantic feelings, okay? Okay, this is what I was talking about. Here's the ace, all right? Another ace. This is the Ace of Spades, and this one with this Nine of Spades is speaking about healing from sorrow, trapped pain, betrayal, the pain of losses. So there's being a lot of healing, okay? This speaks of ancestral healing too, okay? Healing our relationship with our mind. This is about acceptance and the removal of distortions or distorted ideas or perceptions or perspective, okay? Some of you are overcoming fear and anxiety. Some of you are healing from surgeries, heavy surgeries, okay? There's the energy of death and rebirth. This is also the birth of something new, okay? Beautiful. This energy is also speaking of honoring the cycles of manifestation, honoring our cycles of healing. This is also speaking of moving from indecision and coming into breakthroughs and clarity, okay? Some of you are releasing ancient pain related to losses, okay? And yeah, losses and tragic. This is also about ancestral pain and the clearing of the physical vessel and cellular memory. So there's a lot of transmutation of pain here, okay? This is very powerful. All right, cool. The Eight of Spades. So here comes the end of a long cycle, okay? So the end of a long cycle. For some of you, you are overcoming a cycle where you have been enduring a lot of changes and having to transmute pain and find acceptance within the tragedies of that you have been experiencing, the betrayal, the losses, the pain, the hurt. There's also the energy of healing and healing the spine, healing the physical vessel. There's a lot about healing the vessel. There's some of you who have finally get cracked open, okay? I feel like some of you were uncomfortable with pain, and there is a the end of the cycles of I also hearing having to be wounded or feeling incomplete or feeling like life is like I'm hearing is like this is it is this what life is. So there's a renewal. I see the ocean again. And with this previous energy, right, we clearly have the energy of coming together within, for some of you, coming together with someone, um, birthing new opportunities, the energy of reciprocity, of romance, of there's a lot like a Venus energy, right? A lot of Venusian energy. There's a new house, a new home, traveling, and like enjoying that we can say the luxuries of life. And now what luxuries for one person can differ to another person. And so, but this is about reciprocity and finally moving away from all this period of having to attend to releasing a lot. And it feels very heavy. I feel it like feeling burden, and seeing neglected, guilt and shame, and just caring. I'm seeing like the cries, like the Piscean ways, right? It is my fault, it is my fault, like lots of guilt and shame. And yes, okay. And they're speaking about this being ancestral. My goodness, another age. So we're talking about the new beginnings and finances when it comes to your relationship with your mind. And this is about soul contracts and family life. And I was speaking of Venus, right? Venus just moved into Aquarius, so we're going through healing our relationships and our understanding of what it is to come into different kind of relationships, right? So there's an upgrade when it comes to relationships, and there's a lot of people coming into alignment that are ready join. And doesn't have to be just purely romance. I want to just say that for some of you, yes, but this is also about new relationships, right? Okay. So this is about heart and mind coherence, deep experience of intimacy, of passion, a new love, the heart going through an opening, and that's just triggering like excitement, and there's a sense of innocence. Okay. And here comes another king. This one is the king of spades, right? So for some of you, this is about a mature, it can be a woman that have a lot of masculine and she's very mature and sharp with her expression. This can also be you, right? Someone who is mature, usually dark skin, but we also have this one with like lighter skin. So we have two males and one female. Okay. um, some of you are closing a chapter where you have been overcoming, um, healing from a past relationship. Okay, someone who had dark hair or dark complexity. um, I feel like some of you were dealing with partners who were very controlling. All right, so there's yeah, overcoming the pain, the hurt of divorce, of betrayal, of abuse of power. For some of you, this is about resolving and grieving and healing from a situation that got to do with different people, right? And these people and you had to deal with a situation where there was the law or the government, okay, or like justice, or yeah, a judge. Some of you might be closing a chapter when it comes to like manifesting, yes, something related to paperwork and or divorce or child support, but there are matters of the house, the home, children, and negotiations. Okay, expect positive outcomes. Things are looking very well. We're just gonna get, let's see, one more. Please give me just one more. Here it is. Okay, divorce. Okay, the six of spades. Okay, so yeah, this is the end. Okay, this is you guys moving on, manifesting a sense of I'm at peace with the situation, integration of karmic lessons, very painful karmic lessons, but spirit is speaking of you succeeding and understanding not just yourself better, but having a lot of wisdom. Okay. Once again, the six of spades speak of um, moving away from the experience of a lot of lots of pain. The six of spades usually speaks of funerals and losses. Okay, and also going through like having to be homeless, and some of you losing your house, your home, or even going through divorces, right? To where there's a lot of back and forth, lots of back and forth. It's like a never ending story, but you're finally closing this chapter. And yeah, you guys are being set free for a new beginning. Cool. Anything else, Spirit? Okay, they're saying use a different deck. We're gonna use this other oracle. Okay, cool. We have number 6, self-sacrifice with the sun dance. And we have cradle board with ability to respond. I feel I need to get another one. Said get the one in the bottom. Okay, so heyoka, heyoka, humor and opposites. Okay, number 6, number 27, and number 22. So when we're talking about self-sacrifice, for some of you, this is about understanding relationships and understanding that in our journey, here in this plane of existence, so sacrifice is something that we experience. Spirit is speaking of with these opposites in humor with the heyoka, right? This is about learning lessons and um, taking accountability and responsibility, right? How have we been part on creating and manifesting situations that then bring lots of distortion in our lives? Okay, so this is feels like moving away from the victimization, learning to not get involved in with shitty people, because yes, there's some people who refuse to change, and it's not that defined then, right? But there's some people who got shitty behaviors. That's better. Thank you for correcting me. um, so with the heyoka, right, we want to understand the merging of the dualities and the opposites and the polarities, so integrating our shadow and experiencing our shadow through others. um, with the sun dance of sacrifice, this also speaks about how in our journey, we have to go through very hard experiences, and how also part of this journey of healing is understanding how when to sacrifice what is no longer serving us. Sometimes it's a relationship, right? Like in case of going through divorce, right, that there needs to be a sacrifice. The crater board is about our ability to respond to life and accept the lessons, and take accountability and responsibility for the parts that we have been playing in our life as co-creators. And the crater board also speaks of gifts and talents, spiritual gifts and talents that have been passed to us, and so when we're dealing with this energy, it's very important to understand the responsibility we carry, and we are meant to work through ancestral clearing so that we can integrate and activate these gifts and these talents. Before we can even receive the cradle board, we have to go through a process of initiation that, yes, it's going to require self-sacrifice. So sacrificing, right, self-sacrifice meaning yeah, the understanding of transmuting pain, and then the aspect of to where we have to sacrifice unhealthy behaviors, unhealthy habits, unhealthy situations, peoples and jobs. There's an energy of correcting power, understanding how to utilize power with the heyoka here too, and anything else. Woo! No, this is great. I see the number 8 now, and that's speaking of Pluto transformation, Scorpio finances. Yeah, so there is wealth coming in because of you guys ending this very long period of healing, and so there's a lot of new beginnings when it comes to like different areas of your life. It is important to understand that endings bring new beginnings, and new beginnings and endings are happening all at the same time. So releasing any expectations of how things need to look, and learning to what, having an ability to respond to life. So when your ancestors are calling you to, go, you just have to freaking respond, and trust the process and go. All right, you guys. It's been beautiful. I want to thank you so very much. I want to thank our ancestors, our beloved Divine Mother, Father, Source Creator. Thank you, Mother Earth. Thank you to my guides. Thank you to all of you. May you be blessed on your journey. Namaste.